The Fillmore Central Falcons will open up hosting Hayfield this Friday night. Head coach Chris Mensink joined us. And coach, obviously, over the last couple of seasons with Falcon football, the teams have risen the standard of Falcon football when it comes to an on the field success standpoint. No, this year's team is a different group, but what are the characteristics that the last couple of teams have had that you would like to carry over and become staples of your program?
Yeah, for sure. I guess the first is the preparation. Our kids have done an awesome job in the off season of preparing. They know what it takes. They've had good role models in front of them. I really like this team's unity and their cohesiveness. They really get along well. They do a lot outside of the game of football as well, which I think carries over onto the field and into the weight room and into the preparation. So they're definitely putting their best foot forward to continue on that tradition, and I'm excited about getting going.
And that's seemingly a lot of the things that you can preach from a coaching staff position, but it's got to be there from the player led end of things. And seemingly, from what you're telling me, you've got that.
Yeah, we do. We have our seniors have obviously been a part of the last three seasons. We've had, Atlee Hirschberger's been a starter for 3 years, and he's leading the way as one of our captains. Joey Ristow, Josh Halgrud, Greg Kennedy, Anthony Keeney. You can kind of go on down the line. There's some names there that have been a big part of this success the last few years as well. So they're not new to that. We have a good group of seniors. We have 11 of them back. So we're excited about their potential and a good group of underclassmen to support them.
And when you have that much experience and that much seniors, what does that allow you to potentially do in a preseason camp that a less experienced team you wouldn't have that opportunity to do?
Yeah, I think we can definitely hit the ground running and putting in our offense. It's pretty sophisticated, and we got a lot of things in already at this time of year. So that's the biggest thing I think is hitting the ground running and bringing those underclassmen up to speed on where those things are at. But with all the tools available to us and huddle and things like that, and our coaching staff does an amazing job. Our offensive and defensive coordinators and all of our coaches do a great job of teaching kids. So yeah, we're in a good spot that way as well.
And when it comes to camp itself, what's pleased you the most about the couple of weeks that you've been at it to this point?
Yeah, I think I'm very pleased up front. We returned three of our linemen. We have a couple good sized seniors and some good sized underclassmen that are vying for those other spots. So the game of football all starts up front on the offensive and defensive line. So I think that definitely is going to be one of our strengths. We're going to start a younger quarterback, a sophomore this year. But he's got some good support guys around him, having good protection up front and having Greg Kennedy and Anthony Keeney and Josh Halgrud and Kane Larson and Cody Surfling and some of those kids around him. He's not going to have to do it all himself. So I think we're excited about the prospects there.
And with those spots that are up for grab, how do you make sure that that is healthy competition, knowing the fact that if everybody improves, the team will improve? A certain guy will have to play in a certain spot, but at the same time, if everybody gets better, everyone will see those results on Friday nights.
Yeah, for sure. Our kids understand that, and having a little depth is a good thing.
Yeah.
Our numbers are down a little bit this year, so I thought we might be a little deeper than we are, but also with this heat and the early season weather and keeping guys fresher, I think we have some opportunity. There's some guys that are going to have to learn a couple different spots, and they're taking that all in and doing a good job with it. We had a great scrimmage with Chatfield last Saturday, and I think our kids learned a lot. We got good film. So working on a few things that we need to improve there. It will be a good week of prep for Hayfield this week.
And when you have those opportunities to hit somebody besides a teammate, like you did last weekend against Chatfield, how important is that to just simulate those game situations? Because once you get to Friday night, it won't be foreign to them.
Right. Yeah. And that's been our philosophy all summer. We don't put pads on our kids. So we do a lot of stuff against air. We do a weekly thing and kind of just keep hitting it, but we don't put pads on and we don't hit until the fall camp. So that's a big thing. Right. Not only that, but you're playing ones against ones and the speed is maybe just a little different than you're used to. So as the day went on, that definitely improved. So, the number one thing for us is we want to stay healthy and keep kids as healthy and fresh as we can. So that's kind of why that's our philosophy in place. So But yeah, it was definitely a great day for us and to get that opportunity at Chatfield.
And I know us folks on the outside will talk about your big picture success that you've had on the field the last couple of years, but you'll always tell me that your number one focus is getting ready for the Vikings on Friday night. How do you sell that to young people, knowing the fact that everyone's probably hitting them with the outside noise, but at the same time, they've got a job to do here in week number one?
Yeah, we preach that day in and day out, right? That's we got to be 1-0 this week. Our goal is Hayfield. Hayfield returns most of their squad, so they may have been winless last year, but they bring back everybody pretty much, and they've done a good job in the offseason, the way it sounds, of watching film and continuing to get better. Uh, when you've had some success, there's a little bit of a target on your back. So we remind those kids of that, and anybody's can knock you off at any time. So that's been our focus, and our kids I definitely bought into that. And we had a great film session last night as we continue on our prep for this week.
And when you prep for a week one game where everyone's a little bit unknown at this point, how much do you focus on the specific opponent, knowing the fact it's this week in Hayfield? How much are you just trying to figure out what you have right now?
Right. I think the first thing is, yeah, we're going to look at that scrimmage film and where can we improve ourselves. So we got to look at ourselves first. Hayfield does return their same coaching staff and a lot of the same personnel. So, we think that they're going to do similar things, but it's a new year and we have no new film on anybody. So we didn't exchange scrimmage film. So yeah, as coaches, that's going to be on us to adjust on the fly if need be, if we don't get what we expect. So, but that's the beauty of football, right? That's the chess game and the chess match that's played week by week. So you can never look past anybody.
But that's kind of the fun part of coaching football too, right?
That is the fun part. Yeah, the week leading up, that's the preparation piece. That's what's enjoyable for me. And then on Friday night, hopefully you can make practice as difficult as you can so the games seem a little easier on Friday night and things slow down for kids. So we throw a lot at them during the week and they'll be ready.
All right, Coach. Hopefully you can get the season off to a good start this Friday night. Keep your guys healthy. We wish best of luck.
Thanks. Appreciate it, Darren.
Chris Mensink, head coach of the Fillmore Central Falcons. It's Hayfield coming to town this Friday night.